Hi there. Thought I'd do another deck profile of DDD this time. So pretty much just like a deck I've been using, testing around. There are some things that I run that other people probably wouldn't run. Um, I do like this variant. It's just quite difficult to play overall. That's just DDD though. Overall, there's usually one or two combos that you'll always do, but more or less, it's like specific plays you do at specific moments and how to out specific hand traps and interruptions. But apart from that, this fact it's got like every summoning mechanic in the game is really nice. It just doesn't use rituals. But apart from that, it's got everything else. And that's really cool. So yeah, I'll just get into it and again, hopefully you enjoy. So for main deck, I do want triple Orthros. I did use two of them, but I end up finding out that just drawing them is really nice. Level Fortuna helps you get Siegfried out, and his effect summon himself is quite useful, and his effect and scale is really useful as well. If you get background matchups or potential floodgates that could hurt you. So overall, he's just a really good card. He's a low scale as well, but apart from that, he's not really that low compared to some of the other scales that you'll generically scale. Mostly just an out. And then 3 swell slime, really good. If you want to draw into him in a sense, because he can help you get a Wave King out before you even use Gilgamesh. But other than that, he fuses someone from hand, banishes from grave to someone from your hand. So just overall a really good card. So extends, helps unbrick your hand. Really, really good card. Triple Griffin, like one of the best cards indeed. He's can't go wrong. Got Pendulum Scale 1. Scale effects, like you don't really use it, but it's there. And 3 effects, which are all really good. Summon himself from hand of control DD. Like that's how you make Gilgamesh with Sav and Kepler straight away. And then or anything else as long as you control them. If it's pendulum summon, discard one, draw one. If it's summoned from your grave, add a DD card. So you can add trap as well. Just overall an amazing card. And it's level 4, which is quite relevant. Triple Copernicus as well. Again, just really good. Send stuff to grave. I still think 3 is really nice because you opening it with Kepler is really nice. Helps you make a very large board. And of course, triple Kepler starts off a 1-card combo. Don't really need to say much more about that. Then it's 1 Vice Typhoon. Don't need more than one. You only ever use it once. 1 Ragnarok. Again, situational. His scale effects really good. But you don't need more than one. You're not going to be using it that often. 1 Thomas. I'm always on and off with that. Honestly, it's scale effects. The main reason I keep it in. Scale 6 and it adds back DDs from your face-up extra deck to your hand, which is quite nice. But I'm quite tired if you can hear me yawning. Sorry about that. But apart from that, its effect on field summons a level 8 from your deck, but your only 8 target is Ragnarok. So you won't ever really use that too often. 1 Cerberus. Again, you need it for combo, makes off level 4. Overall, just really good card, but you don't need more than one. 1 Necro Slime. Same sort of reason as Vice Typhoon. Don't need more than one. You only want 3 fusions. Well, I do. 1 Lamia. Just an extender, really. Summon itself, then you can synchro summon. But apart from that, it's not really needed. One Laplace. Not a lot of people run this card, but I think Laplace is really good. It's just one of those cards that I run for another reason as well. But its scale 1 effect adds a face up triple D from your extra to your hand, which can come up. Its effect on field is you don't take battle damage from battles involving it. If it attacks opponent's monster, it becomes double the original attack of that monster. And it also does piercing. So it is kind of relevant when you see one of the techs I use. 1-0 King. Just scale 0, don't take any effect damage or scale. It's got some good main deck monster effects as well, which can come in handy at certain times. But main thing is just scale 0. It's really nice. I do main deck triple Nibiru. This format, the Castillo and stuff, is pretty good, but overall you can catch a lot of people off guard. Now, with this as well, you can give them, let's say hypothetically, a 6,000 attack token with 4,000 defense. Okay, you summon him and you attack the token. He will go to 12k and you will then deal piercing, which will be 8k. So you will kill them if you hit the token. Usually Nibiru is summoning a very large attack token with sometimes low defense. So this will get really big and just instantly kill the opponent. That is kind of one of the other reasons why I chose to use Nibiru. Otherwise, Ash Blossom's just as good. You don't have to run that if you don't want. It's just kind of like cool for me. Then spells is triple gate. I mean, Saucy D. Self-explanatory. Triple map. Some people use Small World. Small World is quite good. I do understand Small World. I'm just more of a fan of this. I paying 4k is kind of excessive. But minusing a card from your hand, like an extra card with Small World, I'd prefer the extra card in my hand with DD rather than losing one with Small World. Neither of them have a cost, which is kind of nice. Periods map's got more of a condition, being the start of the main phase. But apart from that, it's a good card though. I like it personally. Again, you can use Small World if you prefer Small World though. This is kind of like a tech card that I used that has actually been quite good, which is Link into Reigns. Summoning Gilgamesh from this and not having your opponent Veil room is really nice. And honestly, a lot of the times you can, like normal Kepler Search Gate, you've not got Griffin in your hand, you've not got any real extenders, you've only got, let's say, a Necro Slime in your hand or a Lamia. I mean, Lamia could be a form of extender, but let's say you've not got many DDs that actually do anything in your hand to get out on board. But if you draw this, you could go normal Kepler, effect, add gate, activate gate, effect a gate to add. They'll ask you, you'll go, okay, link into range. They say, okay, you get your Gilgamesh and you can immediately use your Gilgamesh and they can't respond to it. It is quite nice. You can also chain block if your Gilgamesh gets destroyed by battle with this. So chain link 1 Gilgamesh, chain link 2 link into range to add. So it's got multiple purposes, but I just thought it was kind of a nice little cool tech that I've been trying out. 1 Paintant, 1 Swamp King. They're just okay. I'm not a big fan of this card, but it does come up sometimes, and it's good as part of one of the combos. And Swamp King, just fusion summons, it's pretty handy at times. Cool Bite, I mean, it's Cool Bite, it's such a good card. 1 for 1, Kepler's level 1, Lamia's level 1, generally just pretty good card. And then Eternal Darkness, really good if you get a good setup, can hurt and stun a lot of decks. So yeah, really good. Headhunt, searchable with Griffin, which is really nice. Generally just a really good card. So that's why it's a one-off. And then that's the main deck pretty much, and the extra deck is double Machine X. Just such a good card. Ranks up on top of a DD, a triple D. He takes monster effects that activate and equip them as XE materials by destroying a dark contract or detaching 2 materials. A lot of times you'll probably just pop him on top of 1 triple D, and then you'll steal something by destroying your gate, and then it'll become an XE. Now he's got 2 XEs. So then you can detach 2 and then take another one. He's got 1 again. If you end board, he's not hard once per turn, or like soft once per turn. He's just, you can do it as many times as you want. He's just once per chain. So you can just keep taking stuff pretty much, which is really nice. Wave King Caesar. He's a good way of playing around Nibiru. You're doing him as a one-off. He negates card effects, spells, traps that include an effect to summon a monster. So, and it's not once per turn either, which is pretty nice. So you can negate Nibiru's, and he gives something 1,800 attack. Why not? Yeah, it's a really good card. You summon it with 2 Genghis. 1 Marksman, 1 Wave King, part of like a combo. Both really good. Then onto Synchros, I won 1 Psychic End Punisher. Just overall, really good card. Like, there's quite a lot of situations where getting him out is quite difficult. And I think that's one of the problems I have with it. Is he is a card that I can struggle to summon. But apart from that, like, he's just really good. And there isn't really a reason that I find not to run him. If I didn't run him, I'd probably use Wave King Caesar, the bigger version of Ragnarok that takes stuff and equips it. Because outing really big monsters in this deck can be a bit of an issue without a place, this, or the other Xe that I just realized I misplaced, which is Zeus as well. Zeus is just Zeus. I mean, I don't even mean to explain this card, just such a good card. Then I use High King Alexander and Siegfried, just a good target to summon from Gilgamesh. Level 10 is quite easy to summon as well. Revive stuff. Goes to like 6k as well, again, can out bigger monsters for you. And this negates the effects of spells and traps, so really good. Triple Gilgamesh. I kind of wish you didn't have to run 3 of them. You run 3 of them because you link them off just for fodder, just to summon more stuff from your grave. It's kind of annoying in a sense because sometimes I wish there was only 2, but you do need the 3rd just for that sort of reason. And then 1 High Flame King and 2 Little Genghis. Just kind of standard. Again, if I didn't use Psych again, I'd probably use Wave King. It is actually a really good synchro. Gets really big, takes opponent's monsters. It's easy to summon as well, so that is a really viable option. But yeah, pretty much this is what I use for these. Some interesting techs if anyone wants to try them out and just have some fun with the deck. Link to the Reigns has been really fun for me. So hopefully I'm interested to see people's views on that. If anyone's got any suggestions, I'm more than happy to listen. But yeah, thanks for anyway, and that's all. Bye.